Forget that. Cut that. Josh, cut that.
Cut what?
He did a 10 sign, but did that. I was like, that's 5.
Yeah, cut that. Cut that.
That's the intro, fam.
Yeah, what's going on, people? Welcome to the player ratings after a fantastic win for us in a relegation battle cruncher.
6-pointer.
And now, who's talking about relegation now? Man, a 7th now. What?
Yeah. What?
Certain man's captains are all flipping, you know what I mean?
Champions League football, here we come.
Anyway, nah, let's talk about ourselves. Let's jump straight into it. David De Gea.
Oh, what? He didn't have to do anything, did he? He made a good save in the first half. It's got nothing to do with it. Couldn't do anything with a goal. That wasn't his fault. Just contributed to a steady performance at the back. 6 for me.
Yeah. I can't fault his performance today. You know what I mean? That save, Haba Hernandez, was a good shot. Yeah. Can't fault it today. Didn't really move much. I thought Pookie would have had him on smoke sport. Yeah, 6.
Pookie?
Yeah. No, I completely agree. He didn't have much to do. Yeah.
Aaron 1. Bissaka, bruv.
Spider-Man, 9 performance today. You know what I mean? I'm going to save something for later for another player. Yeah. But 9 today, everywhere. Some players, when on the yellow card, they get hesitant. You know what I mean? They don't want to give that tackle. He's like, you know what? Let me do another tackle. And I'm like, yo, I want Bissaka, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to get yourself a red card here. But you know what, man? This guy, can't fault him, man. His energy, his press. He just not, you know what I mean? And the second half, I thought Haba Hernandez would have gone
exactly.
Still fighting. You know what I mean? So 9 today, brilliant, man. Yeah. Brilliant.
I had in the back of my head, like, when is Wan-Bissaka going to start making mistakes and prove to not be as good as, you know, people say he is and whatever? But he's just consistent, game after game after game. He's one of our most consistent players. For me, I give him an 8. He had a great game today, man. Great game.
He was solid.
Miles said he's waiting for him to make mistakes. He makes mistakes on purpose just so he can tackle them back. That's what he does. It's like you have to give the ball away just to tackle him back to make yourself feel better. But he was strong enough in the first half, solid going forward, give us an option. They brought Hernandez on, who is their and looks their best player. You can see how they've missed him here. But the mistake he made was he put him down the left-hand side against Bissaka. If they put him against Ashley Young down the other side, he might have had a chance, but Bissaka had him on toast. He wasn't there when he scored his goal. 8 for me, easy. The guy is just immense.
2 8s and a 9 there. Up next to him was Victor Lindelof.
Yeah. I mean, we've won the game 3-1. Like, I think our back line, bar one, I'd say had a pretty solid game. There's not much I can really say on his performance. I wasn't even watching him that much because I was busy watching our attackers. But I think he had a solid game. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, man. You know, I thought today was the ice came out today, and I thought he played well. Sometimes I thought Pookie would have him on toast here and there, but position today was brilliant today. So I got to give him a 7. Yeah. Can't complain today. 7.
Yeah, he worked well with Maguire today. The communication was spot on. You could see him communicating, talking with Maguire. When he left, he covered, and they just combined together today. It wasn't so much an individual between them. It was both of them together. As a pair, so easy 7 for Lindelof today.
And then on Maguire, is it the same?
Same again, really. Yeah, they just bounced off each other. They had Pookie on toast, and there was no other threat down the middle. I mean, Hernandez came through in the end, but that wasn't all their fault. McTominay gave the ball away, and nothing other than that. They protected De Gea well. He had 1 or 2 saves to make. That was down the centre. Maguire and Lindelof exactly the same today. Nothing between them for me. 7s each.
Do you guys both agree on that?
Yeah, both agree with that. 7. Colossus.
Easy.
Here we go.
We'll go with Ashley Young now then.
Do you know what? Yeah, let's be real out here. He had a good game, barring the last 20 minutes for me. Last 20 minutes, that's why you see shaky Ashley Young. Yeah. You know what I mean? That challenge over there,
It was right here,
You know what I mean? He said, I got the ball. No, you never got the ball, man. He was like, I got the ball, and then he got a yellow card for it. And I was like, listen, mate, just hold him up. You're not got him for pace. Just see, he's not going to go past you. Just hold him on the line. So, in hindsight, I'm going to give him a 6 today. Wasn't adventurous going forward, but he did what he had to do. So, solid 6.
Mars?
I give him. He had a decent game, but like that challenge was insane. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And there was actually a moment in the first half where they countered on us, but he was the only one out of our defenders who was caught lagging. Like, he was halfway up the pitch, and you know, all our other defenders were there where they're supposed to be. I give him a 5, man. I don't think it was
6 and a 5.
Yeah, I don't think he had a good game, to be honest, mate. We were laughing about what Ashley Young does when he's going forward. He runs, he knocks the ball past the player, and then jumps into him to make it look like he's been blocked. But defensively, he was Aaron's there, full back, had him on toast down this side. If they'd have brought Hernandez over to this side to Ashley Young, we'd have been in trouble in the second half.
They
probably.
missed the trick there, probably.
He was our weak link again. He was out of position quite a lot. First half, first 5 minutes, I can remember, I think Aaron's again, went steaming past McTominay right down our left-hand side. All their threat came down our left-hand side, which says a lot. They targeted him. Unfortunately, they didn't play it right in the second half and put Hernandez on him. But no, he is what he is right now. He put us in trouble here with the foul. The way it was going with VAR today, it could have been anything. And for our captain to be our worst player says a lot. It's a 5.
Okay, so 2 5s and a 6 there. Let's move into midfield. I'll stay with you, actually. Scott McTominay.
This is midfield is going to be fun today because our midfield was our best part today for me. Scott McTominay was the linchpin of 3 good performances in our midfield today. He was up there with man of the match for me today because he was doing the simple things well. He was getting in the way. He was winning fouls. His passing was immense today. He scored his goal as well. And his energy levels all game did not let up. He made a mistake for the goal at the end, but that's because his confidence was up and he was trying different things. We don't mind that. We don't mind it once we're 3-0 up. It's when we're not scoring goals you don't do that. Go and try and get a goal. Try something different, taking a player.
And a great goal for him as well.
It was a superb goal. An absolutely outstanding performance from Scott McTominay. For me, he's probably going to get better off others. I'd give him a 9, but for that mistake at the end, nearly just about. But today, Scott McTominay was absolutely superb.
Adam's gone with a 9 there.
Mate, 10, mate. 10, mate.
10?
10.
And he made a mistake and we conceded.
No, mate.
No. Saeed, no.
This is mine.
A 10, no, hold on.
No,
a 10 is a perfect performance.
No, perfect performance, mate. That was.
He made a mistake that led to a goal and didn't get a clean sheet.
No. McTominay masterclass today.
I'm not getting you no more KFC on the way.
Listen, mate. McTominay masterclass, mate, today. McTominay masterclass. He ran the show.
10.
10, mate, today. I don't care, mate. He was the.
You lot rip this guy in the comment. Don't let a 10 run. Come on.
10, mate. 10. Masterclass today, man.
He's being deadly serious.
I'm being deadly serious today. Yeah, I was so proud of this guy, man. He absolutely bodied them midfielders there.
He did.
He could have been chasing shadows today. Let's be real out here. But today, absolutely everywhere, bro.
He was, and he got a goal. I'm not faulting any of that. I'm just saying.
No.
A 9, yes. A 10, no, because he made a mistake. A 10 is faultless performance.
No, because there was so many players around him anyway. So what were the rest doing? Lindelof, Maguire, what were they doing?
Yeah, but the mistake still. No. All right, there's no point of trying to argue. All right.
Somebody masterclass today.
All right, a 9, a 10. What are you going to?
I don't even know if there's any point in me talking because people are going to be stunned by that. But
No.
No, not stunned. I mean, for me, he gets a 9. He was my my guy of the match. But yeah, I mean 9, not a 10.
I'm staying by my 10, man.
Okay. Look, it's all about opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Let us know if you think McTominay got a 9 or a 10, or if you think he got an 8. You don't think it was that great. Fred.
No, man. I'm stuck on between 6 and 7, so I'm gonna go with 6.
What?
Judge me on this. He had
I'm usually saying partial in this, but would you?
He had a good game.
6.
He had a good game.
Okay.
Solid game, but still, I'm seeing stuff that I'm not liking. Giving the ball away. You know what I mean? Not tracking back. But today, that block that he had in that end of the game, yeah, brilliant from him.
McTominay gave the ball away and they scored.
Yeah, I know. Today,
He gets a 10.
today,
He gets a 10.
gets a 10 from me. But Fred, that's what I'm saying to you. He's on the verge of 6 and 7.
6.
You're
being harsh.
Did he do something out of the brilliant?
He was a solid 7.
What?
Solid, and that
7.
default 7.
Yeah, but solid 7 gives you an assist and a goal. You know what I mean?
No, not really. Not for the role he plays.
A good game. It was a good game for Fred, but it wasn't a masterclass. It was a solid game. I feel like there's more levels to Fred.
Okay.
So it's a 6 for me.
I'm going to give him an assist in that we should have scored the penalty from his shot, which caused the handball. So there's the assist. There's the 7, because Fred was good today. He was good today. He was good today because he was in the right position behind McTominay. McTominay was the man in midfield. Pereira was the flair. And Fred was picking up pieces. He got in the way a lot today. He broke up an awful lot of play, which is what he's good at. And he did give the ball away, but he didn't give it away as much as he usually does. Yeah, it's only Norwich, but it's a standard expectance that we've come with United now. This is what it should be like every week. Fred performed to his standard today.
He's grown in confidence as well.
Yeah, he can only get better. And he was okay against Liverpool. You move on, you get better and better, and you build and build. Yeah. So for me today, I think that will be hoping that's going to be a confidence booster for him today, because I thought he was all right. It's a 7 for me today, 7 easy.
Okay, all right. Miles.
Yeah, I give him a 7. I give him a 7.
Sure, don't feel pressured. Like, if you want to give him a 6 like this, man, that's up to you.
I 100% don't feel pressured because last week I was one of the only people to say that I didn't think he had a great performance. Yeah. I think you were with me on that one as well. Yeah. But he played quite well today. Like, he did more today than I think he did last week, and he's starting to look like more of the player that I thought he was that we bought. And I just feel like Solskjaer could probably benefit from playing him a bit further forward. I don't feel like we need to have him and McTominay as the holding against teams like Norwich and whatever. But that will come.
What we're seeing is McTominay actually advancing further forward than Fred, so it is usually Fred left as the deeper line, which is what we're seeing. But so solid 7 for me. Yeah. Actually, we'll stay with you. Andreas Pereira.
I don't actually think he had as good a game as Ross. I've heard some people say that, you know, from and this is from last week as well. I feel like he was a little bit like he wasn't there for me that much. Like, he had a couple of curling shots that were whatever, but I don't know. I personally prefer Mata in that position. Oh, come on. Personally, I prefer Mata, but he's just not as fast as Pereira. Pereira can just move quick or whatever. But I think he had a 6.
Okay, a 6 for Miles there for Pereira. What are you going with?
I'm going to have to disagree with that. I don't want Mata in that hole. I thought Pereira was brilliant today. I thought tenacity, energy. I thought he looks well in that 7. Building up the play, spreading about. Link-up play was brilliant today. So for me, 7 today. I want him in that hole. If he's going to play anywhere, play him in the hole. If you're not, on the bench.
I'm with Saeed on that one. If he's going to persist in playing Pereira, he has to play him in that role. Just in between the midfield and the attackers. It's where he plays best. It's where he's always played best. And I thought he was good today. I thought his passing was on. I thought he was sharp. He's tenacious. He gets stuck in as well. It's like,
and he got out of some tight situations, wriggling away from people, opening up the play.
But he worked better with McTominay and Fred, to be honest. It's a combined 3 for them 3. Yeah. Any other one, you bring a Mata or Matic in, that's when we struggle. But I give him a 7 as well today, Pereira.
Okay, right, on to the forwards now. Be good. Daniel James.
Daniel James, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought it was a solid performance out there. Put shift in.
Assist, won a penalty.
Assist, won a penalty. You know what I mean? Can't fault him.
Chances, yeah.
You know what I mean? He looked decent on the right. Today, first time I saw, you know what? It could still be a right winger as well. You know what I mean? Still decent. But for me,
is that good for him showing adaptability? You know, a lot of people saying he's got to play on the left, but then he's gone on the right. He's doing bits.
You know what I mean? We never thought James was going to be a first-team player. So if he's going to adapt to it, he has to play in different positions. So for me, 7, man.
Fantastic from the kid,
Yeah, solid 7, won it. Assists, made the penalty, and he got more confident in the second half. A bit tentative at first. I mean, I was shouting at him to get down the line more. He wasn't taking a man on, but wow, as soon as we opened and we got a little bit of confidence in our game, the guy was untouchable. Him, out of the 3 of them, well, interchanging with Martial and Rashford just works. So 7 for me again, solid, good performance from him.
Mars?
I personally give him an 8. Like, I think like everything he did in the game and winning the pen and everything, it was just, he's growing more and more into his performances, and he's slowly becoming one of the more solid performers every game. We know that, okay, we're starting to get performances out of him every game, whether he's winning fouls, winning penalties or whatever. 8.
Okay. Now these two are going to be interesting. They both scored, both missed penalties though. Martial was a difference today, a different class, different gravy. He is right on the border with who I said was man of the match in my fan cam to me. Fantastic. I just thought for the pair of them to both miss a penalty, I'll go with Martial because we're talking about him, but you know Martial, sometimes he might go in that sulk mode and you're thinking, oh no, but my God, he just took it on. Carried on playing, did his thing, and the link-up play between him and Rashford today, and James, but him and Rashford especially, they were untouchable today going forward because they kept going forward. They didn't let anything sort of put them down. They didn't let mishaps get in the way and then they just go and hide. They just kept going forward, and the link play, they kept trying things, it didn't work. They went back, did it again, and they got the goals from that. The link-up play. I give Martial a 9 today. Thought it was excellent.
Gotta agree with that, man. 9, mate.
Not a 10.
No. Are
you sure?
Only for McTominay, that one.
Sure? Well, what do you mean? He missed the penalty. That's something negative, but then he scored. Why is he not getting a 10 then?
He would get a 10, but for me, man of the match was McTominay. So Martial, different gravy, mate. We have missed this guy. He's going to add something different to his squad. And you know what? We've not played him for the rest of the start of the season. He's going to be fresh. We've got a run of fixtures coming up, and he can play every single one at the minute. So for me, 9. Brilliant today.
Mars?
I'm so glad he's back, man. Took that 3rd goal like amazingly well. Like, I just thought like the play was done and it was over. He was going to go into the side net and what. I know. Great performance from him. I gave Scott McTominay a 9, so I give Martial an 8 just because of that. But he had a great performance.
The Rashford one's going to be interesting now because technically they've both kind of had the same game. They've both missed the pen. They've both been quite good.
They both scored a goal.
9.
Miles is shaking his head. Have they had the same game? I'll stay with Miles. Miles shaking his head. What are you going to give Rashford?
A lot of his passing was off. Okay, he gave the pass for Martial in the end, but before that, I remember one in the second half as well, where he literally had to play Martial through, and he could have been through on goal, and he just overhit it, and it went to the defender, whatever. Missing that penalty. I mean, I didn't get to talk about Martial. I think both of them took those penalties horribly for two strikers. Horrible penalties. Just lace it, put it in the bottom bins, whatever. Don't run up to it the way he did. But I think the most I can give Rashford is a 7. I just don't think he had that great of a performance.
Which is still a good game. That's okay.
I'm going to give him an 8. I think it was a good performance from Rashford. I think on the left-hand side, there was a moment in the game where he had the ball on his feet, and I thought, he's going to give the ball away. He sent the guy right back flying. He went past him, skipped past him, and then went onto the move again. I thought it was brilliant today. I thought he held that left-hand side, and that's why his position is. He can go out there and do what he's got to do there. Get past a man, beat a man, link up the play. Them three can all positionally go, you know what I mean, interchange if they want to. Good players do that. City do that, so why can't we? You know what I mean? So for me today, 8, man. I thought it was brilliant today.
And he had a good free kick
and
at the end as well.
Was brilliant. You know what I mean? Just no, forget that free kick, mate. At least stop being Ronaldo, man.
You're not Ronaldo.
When he tried to curl it though.
So a 7 and an 8 over it.
No, I'm going 9 today. There's a lot more to Rashford today than what meets.
He's not having it.
I don't care what he thinks. I don't care what he thinks. There's a moment there. It's a realisation when you're on the pitch and you take it. He knew where Norwich's weak link was. He demanded the ball every single time on Aaron's. Because Aaron's going forward, yeah, he was great. But at the back, he was their weak link. And Rashford exploited him. He did. First half, yeah, not as good. But he knew. And he killed that game off for us in the second half. Just by taking it down the left. He is a left winger. He's not a striker. He really isn't a striker. All his good play comes from the left. Everything he does is a left. Even for England, we've seen it against Bulgaria. From the wing, everything he does. Even against Liverpool, when he came across from the left, from James coming from the right, he's better. He can read the game so much better there. And he took it upon himself today for me to take control going forward there. Everything that was good came down that side for me. In the first half especially, he was up there with, yeah, you could say there were certain bits, but the pressure he's under, and again, like Martial, to miss the penalty, not his first one he's missed this season, but then 2 minutes later...
Great goal as well, well taken. It's like Rashford works so much better when he doesn't have time to think.
We said that.
One touch, goal.
He's like an old school Andy Cole, an instinctive striker. Yeah. That's where he's good. When he's got too much time on his hands, free kicks, he's crap, but that's where he needs to be. If he can play at that intensity, then his game will only get better and he will be a good winger coming in. Of that style, he's not an out-and-out striker. He can't play through the middle. If he plays on the left, I can see him getting solid 7s and 8s every week. But today, I just thought, character-wise, I just give him that extra mark.
Okay. And then on to the subs. Mason Greenwood, I thought he had a difficult game when he came on.
We're not giving Rashford, sorry.
What? He gave him a 9.
Okay,
yeah. So we done him. We done him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mason Greenwood, come on.
Yeah, flat 5.
Yeah, 5.
Flat 5, yeah. Flat 5.
Who else came on? Jimmy Garner. And Lingard. 5s.
Garner gets a 6 for putting the guy on his ass in the middle.
Yeah, he did sell him.
Yeah.
He did sell him. And then
love him, mate.
he looks good, doesn't it? Hopefully he can get some more game time here and there. Yeah. Let's finish off on SOLSKJAER, man. Obviously, we got the win today. We got multiple. We created multiple chances. Should have been way more than 3 goals today. What rating are you giving him?
Credit where it's due. You know my feelings on Ollie. So credit where it's due. Yeah. Got it right today. Personnel right. Tactics right. Went with the same discipline, same style for the whole game. Didn't change. Yeah. Played on the front foot. So for me, 7.
No, I give him a 6. I think I agree with everything you say, but at the same time, let's not forget not who we are. I don't want to say let's not forget who we are, but let's not forget who we are. Basically, like coming to teams like Norwich, you should be winning these games. So I'm not now gonna inflate your rating because obviously we're doing badly in one game against Norwich. So that's why he gets.
In comparison to how the team has been,
if you want to do in comparison.
No, we're only doing it on the night. We're not talking about obviously the whole season. But do you still stick with that?
I stick with that. If we're talking about right now, I stick with that. If we're talking about in comparison to our season, he probably gets a 9 or a 10. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that it's a poor Norwich side, they were poor. All right, cool. So a 6 and a 7 here.
Yeah, I'll go with a 7 simply because he played the game the way a Manchester United manager should play the game. Norwich, championship team, shipping goals for fun, attack them and keep attacking them and put the game to bed. The game, it wasn't his fault we missed 2 penalties. It should have been 5-0 up at half-time. And that was because he set them out in that way and today they actually helped him out and they pulled it off. But this is just Norwich, like Miles said, and I've said outside, this is what is a standard expectancy for United manager.
Well, because he could have, like I said, even coming up here, he could have gone with that same 3-5, 3-5-2, whatever. But that, you know, you need James, Rashford, Martial on the pitch, go for the throw, and he did that. But that's a fairly easy decision to make. We can all see that tactically, Easy. So 7.
7 for me, standard.
There you go. Some different of opinions in these player ratings. Side with the most standout one. I want you guys to tell me. I want you guys to have the final say. Should McTominay have got a 10? Or a 9, because it is definitely true that he was man of the match or fantastic.
Forget that, cut that. Josh, cut that.
Cut what?
He did a 10 sign, but did that. I was like, that's 5.
Yeah, cut that, cut that.
That's the intro, fam.
Saeed strikes again, bro. Anyway, we roll on to Chelsea midweek. Hopefully we get the win, obviously, and progress to the next round of the Carabao Cup. But more importantly than that, it's Bournemouth away on the weekend, and that we need to win. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.